Welcome everybody, another edition of Heard It Through the Grapevine, and we've got a great question today, and we've had several of these, and it's about what are we going to do about the truck traffic in town, the stoplight, or something at the four-way, and how is the city approaching that? And we've had several meetings over the last several years with the state and sent some letters, but the stoplight came back with a cost to the city of around $2 million. And so we are working to try to find some grants for that. And we've got some good avenues, but nothing has come to fruition yet. But in the meantime, we had a meeting last week, and we had State Highway Department there. We had the superintendent of schools there. We had some council members there. We also had some city employees there. And then we had our state representative there, and some future state representatives also there at the meeting, and we're able to kind of discuss back and forth some options for some immediate things that we can do. And so I put it in letter form for them so that they can look at it and hopefully get these done. But one of them is to widen the right turn lane coming off of 59 onto 72 to help the truck traffic. That was one of their alternatives. I think it was called Alternative 4. From the state whenever they were looking at different options for us besides a stoplight. And then a second thing we have is with all the new truck traffic in the first 3 weeks, it was close to 600 trucks a day that were coming through here because it's about 24 miles shorter to come up from if you're coming up from Dallas up 69 out 412, it's about 24 miles shorter for you to cut up 59 highway and out 72 if you're heading north to say Joplin or Springfield or St. Louis or something like that. And so we're asking for some better signage, especially going down by Old Town Park through that curvy area so that the truckers know what they're getting into, especially where it kind of curves back there. We've also asked for, when you're getting off the bypass, if you're coming north on the bypass, you turn on exit 102 heading east back towards Gravette. The road kind of jots back and the exit off turns, and we're trying to get them to straighten that out. I know residents here kind of know to pull over and go straight so you can actually see, but hopefully keep from having any more wrecks there. We have had some wrecks there. We've asked them to do a study to try to cut that back a little bit and straighten that out so people, they're not in their blind spot when they're looking back to the east or to their right when they're coming off of there. We've also asked them to look at a turn lane again for Stagecoach. We had asked before, we were turned down for that. As you guys know, or a lot of you know, we had a pretty bad wreck last week that involved about 4 vehicles. We're asking them to relook at that again, and hopefully they'll take into consideration some of the sun setting in the west that causes a problem, people not being able to see, and maybe we'll be able to get some kind of turn lane there to help in that area. And then last but not least, for something else more immediate that we're trying to get the state to work on for us is to help some of our crosswalk signs coming across Atlanta or 72 from the junior high and elementary schools. The crosswalk signs, you just really can't see them because of other state signs in the way. So we're asking them to look at that whole area. Anywhere you're crossing over, say 2nd Street, 6th Street, those type of things, and see if there's something they can do to help us with some signage there. So it was a good meeting. A lot of good stuff came out of it. We're hoping to get some of these immediate things done as quick as possible. And then we're working some other avenues to try to work with some grant departments, try to see if we can get some help since a lot of that cost for stoplights is being put back on the city. See what we can do to get the state to help us in that area. So hopefully we'll have more information for you on another date and time. Thanks, guys.